Okay, we had our battery cut out on us, but we're back. Okay, all right, Rosalie, you were
Okay, I
just
think
talking about how long you knew me.
Yes, I've known Nancy. I had a friend, Emily, who I can't seem to get in touch with anymore, but I talked to her and she says, hey, you should come and join the exercise group up at Oasis. And this was a long time ago, like 20 some years. And I said, okay, maybe I'll look into that. So I did, and Nancy was the instructor at that time it was called the Oasis group, but I don't think it's not no longer there. I think it might be in another vicinity in Montgomery County. I'm not sure. But anyway, just that's how long I've known her, and she's really helped a lot with exercise and keeping the mood more positive with the things she says. But then there was a time that, I didn't see her for a while because other things were going on in my life with, I don't even remember, but I did get breast cancer at age 50, and I recovered from that, and so far it's been okay. Mammograms, it was picked up by a mammogram, and so I do advise people to get mammograms, and even though there's a lot of controversy nowadays about that, but I would still get it, and saved my life, I believe. Excuse me, it was early stages though. So I've been basically pretty healthy since that until last year, 2013, about a year ago. I woke up one morning, I couldn't lift the covers off of me, and I thought, what in the world is this? I mean, the covers were so heavy. And so I went to my primary doctor, and she said she thought I had what they call PMR, which is short for polymyalgia rheumatica. And so she wanted me to verify it by going to the rheumatologist, so I did. And he did a lot of blood testing on me, and that was proven that I did have the PMR, but I also had an overlap, what they call an overlap with rheumatoid arthritis. So I was completely shocked. We don't have anybody in my family that had rheumatoid arthritis, and it usually runs, in the family, hereditary type thing. So I've been treated with that and trying to exercise still with Nancy, but it is a little challenge. I can't move my shoulders like I want to, and I am on steroids now, which I don't like, but it's a low dose steroid. And I'm still thinking of seeking some more alternative things to cope with this. I do use some hot packs in the morning and evening, and that works pretty well. So basically I'm happy that I can move around and still, function, and I hope that my joints won't get too bad or deformed. But
When you hurt like that, what motivates you to come to an exercise class?
just to get out with people, you sort of forget about yourself when you get out with people, and still you start exercising, you have that pain again. But actually, they do recommend gentle exercise, and so that's your class is mostly gentle at this age. So I enjoy just getting out with people and having a diversion, and that's soothing because Nancy's good at that. Her music, I like the music part of the exercise. A lot of the exercise programs, they don't have that, so that's about it. And I still enjoy the grandkids and going to see them, and try to keep busy with other things around the house. Like I do like gardening, so I'm checking into tomato plants right now. I had some really good luck last year with tomato plants. I hadn't planted any for years, and they turned out well.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
always fun to see something grow.
Yeah, I had one organic and one regular, and I was giving them to the neighbors because we just had an overflow of them. And I love flowers. That's my main thing that I like to have around outside. It's really, I think, very pleasant.
Now that has to be challenging with what your body's going
Yeah, I have a hard time digging. That's true. But it's worth it. You see all the blooms coming out and everything, so that's good. But I put perennials in too. Sometimes they come up, without worrying about.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's where I am.
So what you're saying is it's really important to do things that you enjoy, that bring pleasure and
Right.
connections with people.
That's right. That's right. I forgot to mention my husband. He's there too, and we're both getting up there. So, he's about 2.5 years older than I am. But I try to do things with him sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't have the motivation at his age that he should, because he can't do things like he used to do either. So, it's hard getting older, but
Right. Why don't we talk about that? Let's talk about the aging process.
mm-hmm.
What it's meant to you, what maybe fearful to you, or
Mm-hmm.
things that are fun.
Yeah.
What do you think of this whole aging process?
Well, it's okay. I'm not real thrilled with it because you look in the mirror and you see, you're not like you used to look. But basically, I try to keep myself looking young. I do color my hair because I don't look good in gray hair. And when it starts getting gray, it just makes me feel worse. So I color my hair, and I do go to the hair salon frequently because I have thin hair, and it just makes me feel better to get my hair done. And she can tease it up and make it look thicker, get a perm once in a while.
Right.
So that's very helpful. And according to some people, they say we don't look our age, that we could be 10 years younger. So that makes me feel good.
Good.
So, if you try to take care of your body.
I was going to say, it's important then, what you're saying is it's important to do things that bring you pleasure
Right,
and help
right.
you feel better.
I do
Yeah.
do that. So, yeah, that is helpful. But sometimes life and the family and the kids, like last week, I was telling Nancy I didn't get to my exercise classes because, you feel like you have to help your kids out. Some people don't, maybe, but I do. So anyway, she had an emergency on the Tuesday that I was to exercise, and so I went over there and missed that. And then Thursday, I'm trying to think what else happened. Oh, then my husband had to go to the retina specialist because he's had a ongoing problem since he had his cataract surgery in February with his one eye and with the retina. So he didn't ask me, but I said, "You want me to go with you, don't you?" He said, "No, that would be good." He said, "Because he might have to put dye in and I won't be able to drive." I said, "Well, you didn't tell me that. He doesn't tell me everything."
Yeah.
So I said, "Okay, well, I'll just go." And that's it. And
But like
so-
a good nurse, you put other people in front of yourself.
Well, not all the time, but a lot of the time. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to say nurses do that. They really do. And sometimes it's not good. But it's rewarding to help other people. And my daughter's mother-in-law, she has polio and she's bedridden. So when I think about her, when you think of other people that are in worse situations, you're very lucky if you can just walk around and do things that you want to do.
Right.
So, she's pretty optimistic, but she gets up in her electric wheelchair and she takes off around the neighborhood and stuff. And I don't know if I should bring this into it, but that Dancing with the Stars girl, Amy,
Yes.
I watch her dance. That's one thing I do like. I always like to dance when we don't do that much anymore. But I love to watch that show, and I just can't get over that woman with the puppet amputee.
Yeah.
She is amazing. So she's overcome so much. And I believe she also had a liver transplant from her father. Yeah, so she's overcome
That's
a lot
right.
of
That's
things.
right. I forgot about that.
I mean, it's amazing. It's that she doesn't get really depressed, but she keeps herself going. And I guess with that partner on the Dancing with the Stars, Derek.
Derek, yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting off track here, but anyway, that's what I like to do to make me feel good. I look forward to seeing that show. And there's not too many other TV shows that I watch, really. 'Cause a lot of it is not that great. But
But again, I hear you saying that there are certain things that do bring joy and pleasure. Your
Mhm.
gardening, your
mhm.
the dancing. The,
Yeah, and then I did leave out one of the great things that I do is I joined the a senior club down at Greenbelt, and they have trips. So I sign up for these trips, even if my husband doesn't want to go. I just go ahead and go, and there's
Good.
always women more than women than men, that's for sure. And so I look forward to a few of those trips, and then we do visit up in Pennsylvania once in a while. My husband has a sister there, and my brother is there, but had some sad news about my brother and his wife had really bad bladder cancer and had to have her bladder removed about, was it 7 years ago now, and I went up there to take care of her for about a week or so. And she was amazing. She was supposed to only live 6 months, and she didn't want the chemo. She's also a nurse, and her 2 daughters are nurses, and they talked her into getting chemo and radiation, and here she's living 7 years longer than what she thought.
Oh my.
But the thing is, they're getting older, and she had a lot of problems with her intestines. She had a lot of adhesions from the radiation, and they had to resect a lot of a lot of muscle and stuff down there, which was hard, and so she's had complications with not being able. Finally, she can't eat regular food. All she can do is drink liquids, and it's so sad because this woman, she loved to cook. She just loved to cook and bake. She has 4 kids, and she'd get things, stick them in the freezer, and bake them, and have a big dinner when they came. And I think she still does that, but she's just remarkable that she can just sit there and drink and watch other people eat. I know it's hard for her, but now she's not doing as well, and she's having some problems. So she wants to move to Reading from near Johnstown, where I could visit her easily, because I still could drive up there myself. But my brother is just against it completely. It's a part of getting older. I told him, I said, it's a hard decision to make, to leave your home that you've been in for quite a while. But his daughters are wanting him to go there to be closer to them, because the thing is, my sister-in-law is afraid that she'll get a lot worse, and that he won't be able to take care of her, because he says, Rose, what are we moving for at 84 years old? What do I want to move for? I have my 2-car garage here. He has a big lot. He's not getting the message, but I can understand that. I think getting old and having to decide where you want to go is one of the hardest things. So they're in the midst of, they have their house up for sale, and they have a agreement that if it doesn't sell in 3 months, they're not moving.
Oh.
So they're going to Reading to try a townhouse out for a couple months to see how they like the area. And so we'll see what happens. I just heard from them the other day about this, so I was a little upset. But he's my only living sibling. I didn't say anything about my other 2. My sister, who was 16 years older than I, I was born on her birthday, actually. She always told me she always wanted a sister, but not a bunch of dirty diapers on her birthday. Then she died at age 70. She had a lot of medical problems. Didn't take care of herself, and she smoked. I can't believe it, being a nurse herself. A lot of nurses in my family. And then I had an older brother, Charles, who had lung cancer, and it was into the bone. He was in a small town in Pennsylvania, Roaring Springs, and the doctor told him he had pneumonia. So come to find out that he really had lung cancer, and they did diagnose it soon enough, and it was in his bone. So he died pretty young, 55. And then there's just my brother and I left. So, it's sad. It's sad in a way, getting old, but it could be worse, So I'm just thankful for what I have right now.
Right. Mm-hmm. So that's a lot of loss that you've had to deal with.
Oh, my mother died too when I was 9. She died of cancer. She was only 48. She had me later in life. So yeah, I have had a lot of people die in my family or pass away, whatever you say. So yeah, it is. So, but you keep going on, I guess, huh?
That's right. That's right. Well, if you keep telling yourself that, and it seems to be that's what you're doing, and getting more involved with things,
right?
That gives you more incentive to keep going too.
That's true. I agree. So that's about it. That's working was good because it keeps your mind off yourself too. But you get to the point where you get tired, in your 70s. Some people work longer than that, but the early 70s, I think that's long enough.
Right,
I got tired.
Right. And say your age again?
I'll be 76 in July.
76, right. So what are you looking forward to?
What am I looking forward to? Well, just hopefully staying stable in this problem I have right now and not getting any worse. And just being able to live a little longer and see my grandkids get older, and hopefully they will stay healthy too. That's the main thing in life, is just trying to stay healthy and not get any more diseases. But sometimes you can't avoid them,
Right.
You got to just deal with them.
So, you know how I really try to impress upon living a holistic lifestyle.
Right.
So, do you consider yourself living a holistic lifestyle?
Do you mean religiously?
Well, with everything, with your body, with your mind, with your spirit.
Well, yeah, you've taught a lot about that in your classes, and that like that. I still rub my knees around like you said. I always remember that, the healing touch.
Yeah.
And I think there's something to it, actually. Yeah. And I am religious. I try to go to church, and I think that helps a lot too, to have some kind of belief. So I do continue with that.
Right.
And hopefully that will help me live longer too.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you feel that seeing others go through some of their things that either helps you, gives you more information, or
Mm-hmm.
helps you be inspired to?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when I had the breast cancer, I joined the Reach for Recovery group, and we would meet. And just seeing somebody else in your shoes, you're not alone, and that helps too.
Right.
So I forgot about that. But one of the ladies came to my house and talked to me and showed me her implant, and that was the best thing she could have done for me.
Oh.
And so I decided to go ahead. I guess it was before my surgery. I had decided I did want to get an implant, and so. No, it was before. I guess she showed me to me before, and I said, "Oh, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that." So, all these things help for your self-image.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like that you're a role model for others out here?
Well, I hope so, Nancy. I hope so. I don't know. I think I am.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're certainly caring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm a caring person. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that comes from nursing. So. Sometimes I feel like I should be caring more, but then I'm thinking, well, you're getting old now. You got to take care of yourself. I'm not that old, but I mean, I see people in our class though that unbelievable. They're in their 80s and they can get up off their chair without holding on, and I just think, oh, that's unbelievable. And some of them get through life without hardly any illnesses, so they're fortunate.
Right.
But then some of us have to get a few things here and there, a few bumps along the way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But the big thing is to keep a good attitude about it, and what I'm
Right.
hearing is you're being grateful and
Mm-hmm.
and you're caring for others and
Right.
getting out of yourself, and getting out of your own way at times.
That's right. Yeah. No, it's just getting up in the morning and being thankful you got awake. I think that helps if you can remember that every morning.
I was going to
Sometimes
say
you
that's a great start of the day.
Sometimes
Yes.
you get out and you think, oh my gosh, I'm just aching and I don't feel good, and you're not thankful for even being in this world right now. But then you start feeling a little bit better after you take some medication, hot packs and that. So it works out pretty well.
Good. Are you looking forward to being 102?
As long as I can walk around, Nancy, and my brain is still working and I don't have dementia, I think that would be nice. But I don't know if life isn't really worth living at that time. I don't think so. Yeah.
Right. So you're looking for that quality of life.
Right. Quality of that's the word. I couldn't think what I want to say.
Right.
Quality of life is better, I think.
Right.
But I certainly wouldn't want to have Dr. What's his name that helped people die. I can't think of his name right now. Kovacian or something. It started with a K. But anyway.
Kevorkian.
Kevorkian, that's
Yes.
it. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't know. It's
Right.
hard. It's hard to think to see. Like some little kids. They're just so. Oh, I don't know. They're just so disabled and autism and everything. It's just so sad. So I'm really thankful, for everything that I have in life.
Right.
That autism is a horrible disease too. Yeah. I wish they'd find out what's causing that, whether it truly is some vaccines or I don't know what it is.
Right.
'Cause, yeah. But, when you see something like that, then you really think, wow, I've had a pretty good life, so what am I complaining about?
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah.
But you also have to acknowledge what you're feeling and going through yourself.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel sorry for myself in a way, and I'm thinking, why did I have to get this, But there's a reason, I suppose, for everything, and I don't know what that reason is right now. But maybe it's to make me appreciate other things in life, Yeah. So that's about
Well, it's always good to get the lesson from whatever's in front of us. So that's
That is true. Yeah.
that's
But I do enjoy your class, Nancy. I think you're a great instructor, and probably I wouldn't be as far as I am without you. And Emily,
Oh.
my good friend from way back, I can't get in touch with her, and I feel badly. So maybe one of these days I'll be able to know what happened for her.
Right.
Yeah. And we used to take a lot of trips together and line dancing and all this stuff.
Oh,
She
that's
was,
right. I
she
remember
was 10
that.
years older than I, and she was so peppy, I couldn't believe it. But she got me going. I'm telling you, she was a good friend.
Oh.
Because I was a little depressed at that time too. I'm trying to think if it was before I had the breast cancer or after. I'm not sure. I can't remember anymore.
I think it was before.
I think it was before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Right. So what are you looking forward to for the next 10 years?
Next 10 years, 86.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'll probably try to do just about what I'm doing now, and hopefully be able to see my grandkids graduate or whatever comes along their way. And, you know, be nice to keep my spouse around, even though we have our little problems here and there. But, you know, who knows how long anybody's going to live.
Right.
So, but anyway, that's, if I can just keep my quality of life what I have now, I'd be happy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, very good. Well, I appreciate your time here today. Do you have any other thoughts that you'd like to
You're welcome.
share with the world here?
Well, I don't know what I missed. You know, when I talk, I always have to have notes, and I didn't have any notes today. I'm probably all over the place
Good.
with this life of mine. I probably didn't say it all, you know, accurately, but anyway, or in the right content. But anyway, I think I covered mostly everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll have some more opportunities to share on certain topics.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a good start, and I really appreciate you being here.
Well, you're welcome, Nancy. Glad I could help you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.